Hello and welcome back to the allotments. So it's a bit wetter up here than the last time you were with us. Had 10 millimeters of rain already this week. It's been recorded on Wednesday. You can see how much stuff seems to have grown just overnight from receiving that. Certainly we can now see stuff clearly, but I mean the weeds will be growing as well. The beans are growing quite nicely here. I can definitely see where the variety is changing here. This end, they're very short. And then we've got some saved seed on there down the far end and different variety in the middle. The tunnel is coming on leaps and bounds, as we can see. These orange pots down here are 72 lavender seedlings, which had arrived in the post a month later than they were supposed to. 36 of each variety, one's Hidcote and one's Munstead. You've got lettuces growing well, along with all the tomatoes are growing well in here now. The cabbages just seem to be going from strength to strength. All of the potatoes are gone now, and I've put a few iceberg type lettuces in the place. And all our courgettes and lettuces this side are growing well as well. Celery there we pricked out, and the celeriac we pricked out there last week. Now we've had some rain, it's given me a chance to have a look at the peas here and see just how many we've got left after the pigeons had a feast. I think we're going to have to pull some of that up in there and put some more pea seed in. The sun is just coming out here. The temporary frame is doing its job. Things are growing really well under there. Birds cannot get under there at the moment. So I'm quite impressed with that. I'm pleased with myself there. You can see the grass seed is growing well under our feet. And just generally looking rather good up here now. Doesn't look like the runner beans have taken any harm under the nets there. We'll get back to what's in the wheelbarrow in a few moments' time. See a nice little green rows down there. See the weeds between the rows there. Hopefully this little patch here will start to come a bit better now. Anywhere there's seedlings in the rows where there seems to be more moisture. I've got one or two pickling onions coming through there now, but not how they should be. Hopefully by this time next week it'll look a lot different. And gladioli are really growing there. Everything just seems to be looking healthier. And come into the greenhouse. We've got various cabbage sprouts, Calabrese seed coming through, aubergines, peppers up the back there. Just about every Romanesco courgette is up now. And a few Market Moor bush cucumbers are through in the pots nearest the door. Don't know what's going on with sweet corn though, it doesn't seem to want to come. Raspberries are doing well, and thankfully I've not got to water them for a little while now. That row needs looking at during the winter with these little bits down here which are raspberry suckers. The roots are throwing up new plants, and I'll be taking them up and putting them in the gaps in this row. So it ends up looking like this one here. These are very harshly pruned during the winter and severely thinned out, because when I took this allotment on you would not even walk through this bit with how thick the raspberries were. The quantity we gave away is quite unbelievable out of there. In excess of 500 canes. But heading back to what's in the wheelbarrow over this way. We've still got to tidy these up though. The bindweed coming through the old compost heap I was left with, and the weeds in amongst the blackberries over there. So we shan't be putting anything what's in the wheelbarrow on that bit today. But the rest of the allotment, before we get any more rain on it, we'll be getting some of it. So we've got in here, and this may not go down well with everyone, we've got a fertiliser spreader, handheld, some special high potash fertiliser for the potatoes to help them get some good tubers on. We'll be doing them 2 lots, and they'll be done twice to get the dose rate high enough, and some balanced general purpose grow more fertiliser, which is 7% across the board. That'll be going on carrots and onions and everything else, and the cabbages through the other way. So we'll get on and do the potatoes first. Now I've got 2 spreaders. This little green one is my smaller one. I have got a big shoulder strap or neck strap mounted one as well. No problem with the potato fertiliser is it's a bit coarse granules. It can jam the shutter in this spreader. But it's a bit more accurate than just scattering it on by hand. And this will be the last lot of fertiliser these potatoes get. So I have to go up again because I can't get the application rate right with just going the once due to the size of this fertiliser. The grow more, however, can be done in once because the granules are a lot smaller. And the artificial fertiliser is getting expensive now to how it was sort of 15-20 years ago. It used to be about £5 for a big bag like grow more, and it's now 25. Doing this, need to try and keep consistent walking speed so we keep the application rate the same. At this point the shutter did jam, which wasn't very helpful. Really want to use the bigger spreader, but that's got some stuff in from a training course I've done with it. Dummy pellets and that, I've got nothing to put them in at the moment when they're not going to get wet emptying it and cleaning it. So just put a little bit of that on the fruit trees there, as that's high potash, so I'll do them as well. Now you just got to put the grow more in. Has to be one of the best known general purpose fertilisers you can get in the garden. Numerous companies make it. Just happen the one I used does that brand. Comes from the same place the potato tubers did I planted. It's a bit wet underfoot, but I aren't making too much of a mess as I walk through them. Just supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'd like it to get washed in. So that'll be the first lot of fertiliser that the beetroot where I am now has had since it was put in. I did get pelleted poultry manure before that was sown. Everything this side has already had one top dressing when it came through, but about half the dose that I'm putting on this time. So just got the onions and garlic to do over here with it. I'm afraid I'm not organic on my allotment here. Don't use too much in the way of artificial fertiliser or pesticides, but sometimes we need to. Don't put all this crop in the ground on here for it to be eaten by pests, destroyed or not grow properly. So we will be spraying potatoes for blight disease during the growing season on here, not so much the ones this side but the secondaries and main crops further in. So just fill the spreader up ready to go through to the other allotment. We're going to do the cabbages and everything, so I'll move the GoPro through to there. So I've managed to sort of lift the net up a little bit this time, so I don't get so tangled up in it. These have had one lot through already of fertiliser, and also pelted poultry manure before this was rotivated. I had to put some fertiliser on a few weeks ago after the pigeons attacked them to try and get them to grow again. It seems to have done fairly well in there. It's about 18 metres across there. This tunnel is 18 metres by 4.2 metres when I put it up. So now this is on, that can rain and do what it likes, wash it all in for us. So on that note, that's where we're going to leave this video. So for now I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.